I can't believe that you came into my life. You made me feel again, now it's my turn. You say you've always been a little bit shy, but I can put an end to your fears. Let me show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet until they start to bleed. DJ, take it away. Tonight is all for you and me. So baby, spin and let the music begin. I know you feel it within, so go ahead and just spin. Just spin for me. Won't you spin? Don't let the doubt in you win. I know you feel it within, so go ahead and just spin. Just spin for me. Won't you? I know it's hard for you to give it a try, but you are not alone. I'm here with you. I think you owe it to this beautiful night to lose all your control. Do it for you. Let me show you a place where you gon' wanna move your feet until they start to bleed. DJ, take it away. Tonight is all for you and me. So baby, spin and let the music begin. I know you feel it within, so go ahead and just spin for me. Won't you spin? Don't let the doubt in you win. I know you feel it within, so go ahead and just spin for me. Won't you? Don't be afraid, just let go of your fears, 'cause you know you can do it, baby. Dance them away. Now you know how it feels, now you know you can do it, baby. And let the music begin. I know you feel it within, so go ahead and just spin for me. Won't you spin? Don't let the doubt in you win. I know you feel it within, so go ahead and just spin for me. Won't you?
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Happy Thursday. Hello, Walter. Hello, Candy. Hello, Liz. Hello, Anne-Marie. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Sarah. It is interactive tonight, where I need you all to fasten your seatbelts, because tonight is probably going to be one of the most ambitious cards that I've made in a long time. I did a lot of prep work and schematics and dimensions and things like that. But I did it so that it would be easy for you. So that is why I think I worked so hard on the background of it, is to make sure it would be simple for all of you to do. Hello, Glenda. Hello, Deb. Okay. All right. So first, before we get started, we do have a mini release tonight. Hello, my mini scoos. We have had a couple of mini releases this month. The birthday celebration, I guess, just keeps going. And we have a product that I get to share with you tonight that you've been asking for a while. So I'm excited that it's finally here, and it's ready for you guys to grab if you are a big fan of Chroma glazes, which I know a lot of you are. So let's head down to the table and let's talk about this new product. So, Chroma glazes. Y'all love them. You've all talked about them. We have done so many incredible things with them. So the one thing that you guys have been asking for a very long time, can you tell just from looking at them what the difference is? Let me put them in order. Can you tell what is different about them, maybe, or what they are? Or maybe you're one of the people that have been asking for these, and you'll know what they are right away. Yes, Melissa. We finally have pastels in our Chroma glazes. So the regular Chroma glazes, let me go grab really quickly. I have a sample over here of how vibrant and deep the regular Chroma glazes are. So when you're using a normal Chroma glaze, or I guess not a normal, a non-pastel Chroma glaze, this is how deep and saturated the colors are. So they are very, very, very pigmented. These are very pigmented as well, just in a different way. So you can see how vibrant and how deep those colors are. Now, let me move these out of the way for a second because I have a swatch for you. This is what the pastels look like. So the pastels are very much a pastel. So you can see how light the color is. You can see how much dimension has stayed in the Chroma glaze, but you can see obviously a big difference here. So you see how dark and deep these are, and how rich and vibrant, and then how muted and beautiful these pastels are. These are sure to be a favorite, I think, of many of you. So let's go through the colors real quick. You can get either just one, or you can get all 7 that we've just launched. So we have, let me try to go in order again. We have the pink pastel. We have the coral pastel. We have the peach pastel, yellow, lime, turquoise, and violet. So those are our brand new friends. They are, Melissa, yes, that's what they look like dry. I really stacked them up. So that is the new Chroma Glaze offering. That's not what we're going to use tonight. It's just I wanted to talk about them, but they are not what we are using this evening. We will use them probably soon, but these are not. We're not using these tonight. So we will use them very soon, though, I promise. So let me set them up here so that I know where they are for when I want to use them in the future. But yes, aren't they gorgeous? Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. They're so pretty. All right. So tonight we are, as the title implies, we are going to be doing a little bit of a curtain call. So we're going back to my roots, and we are making a 6x6 card. I'm so excited. I talked about 6x6 cards the other night, and by darg nabbit, now we're making a 6x6 card. Can you believe it? So luckily, at Brutus Monroe, we carry these Perfect Blend pre-scored card bases. So we've done all the hard work for you. You don't have to grab one of your nice 12x12 pieces of paper. And they're already pre-scored and actually even folded for you. So, and they're a really, really, really great weight. So we're going to use these tonight. We are going to use the, I can never remember the name of this darn stage stamp, but we are using the stage stamp. I already have quite a few of them stamped out so that we have them ready to go. And we are going to use the die from that. We're going to use a whole bunch of different bits and pieces, okay? I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So the first thing we need to do is we are going to grab one of our already, I cut that one kind of wonky. We're going to grab, let's see, we'll do this one because I'm going to cut it down a little bit. We are going to grab one of our All the World's a Stage. We're going to grab our pre-stamped piece here, and we are going to do some ink blending on it. Wait, 6x6? It's one of my favorites too. It was my favorite for a very long time. So we are going to do some stenciling on this background. Now, I want you to note that we aren't going to actually use the curtain portion. You will see what I mean shortly. And again, like I said, please get yourself your favorite beverage. Grab yourself a drink or grab yourself a snack, because we have, I don't think it's going to take a super long time for us to do this, but it's definitely something you want to pay attention to. And I don't know where my All the World's a Stage stencil went, so we might not be doing We might not be stenciling at all. We might be coloring it. I could have sworn that I just saw it, but maybe I'm losing it. Okay. I could have sworn. Oh, there it is. It's on my right-hand side. That's why. Y'all, I'm going to be losing a lot of stuff during this live because there's a lot that's going to go into this card. So just bear with me, folks. Bear with me. All right. So we're going to start with, it doesn't really matter what you start with, but I think let's start with the all-over curtain. And I am going to use some pixie spray, because pixie spray, when you're stenciling a large piece like this, is your best friend. And I know you all love the stenciling with this stamp, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm just going to place this as best I can. All right, and let's grab our reds. So we're going to grab Bee Sting, and I think we'll start with Love Struck, and then down here we're going to do some brown. So I'm going to grab some Gur, I think is the brown. I might be lying. Is Gur brown, or is that Roar? Or I can't keep up with the... Yeah, Gur, I got it right. Whew. See that, Simon Hurley? I know he's probably not in here, but I just texted him right before I came on the live. All right, so we're going to start with Love Struck, and again, we're just going to go in and we're going to add our color. This does not need to be perfect because this is going to get covered up. You just want to kind of hit the edges of it. You'll see what I mean when we get into kind of the nitty gritty, and my Love Struck needs re-inked so bad. All right, I'm trying not to move the table too much because all of my stuff that I have so carefully stacked up over to the right of me will fall down. We don't want that. All right, so again, we are just going to add just enough color to do these edges, because that's kind of what you're going to see underneath. And then the Gur, we're going to do right here on this stage area. And we're going to do Gur in both places, but for this, I'm going to do kind of a lighter shade, and then we'll go in deeper, I think, on the stage. Although, is there a new, I think there's a gray. Is Weeping Willow? No, I think that's like a green. Do I have cookie dough? Is cookie dough? No. Is there another brown, or am I making that up? Oh, there is another brown. What is this called? Oh yeah, Weeping Willow is a brown. Okay, we'll use that for the stage. I thought I knew there was another brown, but I was like, am I making that up? All right, so step one done. If you haven't seen me use the stencil before with the stamp, it could not be easier. Couldn't be easier. All right, so we are not going to do this overlay, but we are going to use this for the stage. So we don't have to worry about doing the curtain overlay. You'll see why in a moment. But we are, in fact, going to do, I think I'm going to need I think the day has finally come that I'm going to need a new pixie spray. I've had this same pixie spray since, oh goodness, I think since pixie spray became a thing. The 6x6 card bases are 80 pounds. Yes, they sure are. And I know I'm going to have trouble with these because I should have waited for the ink to dry. I know we've talked about this before. Always wait for your ink to dry. I'm not good at that. I'm not very patient when it comes to card making. Okay, so we're going to go in and we're going to do the seats in Clear Skies, which I know this pad is dry as a bone. So, oh, it's not too bad. And then we're going to go in and we're going to do the detail on the seats in No Diving. And again, we're just kind of, we're giving it some, just a touch of color. We don't want to blend too much. I know, aren't the pastels incredible? I can't wait till you get them home to play with them. I mean, I would suggest personally getting the bundle if you're looking at them, because the bundle for me is I think the way to go. because then you have all the colors, and they're going to be so beautiful for spring and summer. All right, so now we're going to go in with Weeping Willow. It's nice to see. Oh yeah, no, I've had this one for a really long time. And I don't mind getting a little bit of the brown up into the curtain, because again, remember, we're not really going to see the curtain. But I do want some really deep coloring on the stage. All right, I think that's good. Pull your stencil off. There we go. We now have a beautiful stage. And now for our final, this is our final piece that's going to go like so. A little more pixie spray. There's a second basket under. It's like Russian dolls. All right, that one's gone, a goner. I still have some left in that one. We're going to line this up because this one does the center area and then also does your details on your seats. I could color an egg. Oh, I'm sure you could roll them around in that, absolutely. %100%. All right, that's going to add our detail to the seats. And then we're going to go in with some Raven Detail ink, and we're going to make the background dark for this one. And it doesn't have to be perfectly blended, because the background of a stage generally is going to have a little bit of light that's coming through, but the detail black will definitely darken the background for you, that's for sure. All right, so I think that's pretty good. And now we're gonna reveal, ta-da! Now we need stencils darker. Oh, Debbie. Don't threaten me with a good time. All right. So I'm just gonna heat set this really quickly because our background is really took on a lot of ink. But how quick and easy was that? I love it. All right, that should be good. And now we're just going to go around and we're going to cut this out real quick. And then we have a little bit of additional stamping to do. We're going to leave just a tiny little border all the way around. Okay, so there is our background. Does that not look like a wonderful little stage? It looks like a wonderful little stage to me. Okay, let me get my inks out of the way here. Clean up in between just a little bit. Okay. Let me move this puppy out of the way because we're going to use this in a moment. But now, for my next trick, we need to stamp out our curtain, okay? So luckily I already have this set up on the MISTI, and we are only going to stamp out the curtain, okay? We only need the curtain, so don't get too wild with the inking. Make sure this is your stick and stamp mat is pressed all the way down into the corner, and we are again just going to do the curtain. We don't need everything else. Let me grab my Stampin' Bug. And again, press down into the corner. You're going to need to stamp this a couple of times because we are stamping on Scarlet Cardstock. Okay, and I think we'll do 3 times. I think 3 times will be the charm. And if it's not perfect, it's okay. Don't fret about it. Looks good to me. All right, so now we're going to flip this because we're going to need 2 of them. And that's the beauty of the stick and stamp mat. We can just flip that puppy around. And we'll get a second stage here. We do not yet. We're working on it though. We are working on it. I love it though. I absolutely love it. I don't know if I could stamp now without it. Okay. Bing, bang, boom. Looks good to me. So now we can put this away. We're all set with that. And I'm going to, remember, curl to release. And that will release your paper right off of your stick and stamp mat. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And for this, now we're just going to add a little bit of color to it. So just a little bit of highlight, or actually shadow. So I'm going to go in with the R1.5 Lingonberry, and I'm just going to add in just a little bit of color, just coming down from the curtain. This is completely optional. I just want to do it because it adds a bit of visual interest to our curtains. Just a little bit. And again, this is completely optional, but you know me. If I can add in shading, I'm going to add in shading. It's one of my favorite little easy tricks. And remember, your markers are going to dry back quite a bit. And then for an extra touch, we're going to add a little bit of foil. And I'll show you that in a second. That's one of my favorite tricks. Okay, so now we're going to run this through the die cutting machine, the lawnmower. I swear this weekend when I stop up here to see the girls, I'm going to set up my new one. All right, so remember, you can purchase the coordinating die. Oh, you have a lot going on. You're trying to hire an engineer. Nope, just get the one that we are fixing to sell. All right, so we're going to line this puppy up. Center adjacent, remember. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're going to run this through the lawnmower real quick. Okay. So here is our first one. We're going to reuse that pixie tape. So here is the first one. Where's my stabby tool? Oh, here it is. Whew. I thought that I keep getting so nervous that I'm going to get robbed for this tool. I think I have a second one. I think Heather gave me a second one just in case. But if I lost this tool, oh my goodness, my heart would be broken. It's the tool. I literally use that tool every single day. Every day. If you want to know, hello in Ontario, Canada, if you want to know a tool that you should have that is not even an investment, I mean, it's a very inexpensive tool that you will use all the time, grab yourself a Gina K stabby tool. I know that's not what it's called, but that's what I call it. Is that a signed one? No. Should I have asked her for a signed one? Wait a dang minute. I need to get a sign. I'm asking her for a signed one. Is that an option? Okay. All right, so now let me show you how this is going to go together. Do I have an, is this signed? No, it's not signed. I need to get one signed though. I'm going to text her right after this live. All right, so now you'll see that this will fit right on top of there. So see how cool that is? That's going to fit right on top. But for us to make this work, we need to do a little something more, okay? So let's first put this on our card base so that we know what direction we're going in. Move these out of the way. Clear up your space, Christopher Allen. All right. So this is going to go centered right on here, but we need a piece of fabulous paper to put underneath, right? So I'm thinking we're going to go with some gold. Oh, we might not be going with gold. I thought I had a big piece. Hold please. I thought I had a big piece. Oh no, let's do the silver. Oh yes. We're going to do the silver for the background. This is the alcohol marker friendly. I don't know if this is still in stock. This is really, really good stuff. So if it is still in stock, grab yourself some. Okay. So we are going to have to do a glue slash, oh my goodness, look at that edge. Looks like it went through a wood chipper. Hold on. Looks like the lawnmower got it. So this is just going to be a little bit shy on either end. But that makes me feel better. I'll be able to sleep tonight. Okay. Oh, so much better. All right. So we are going to have to place this a little bit further down than what you would assume, and I'll show you why in a second. Actually, let's do this to the card. My goodness, everything. It's like the play that went wrong tonight. Luckily, I have backup. Oh, you got good. I'm assuming we might see that next Wednesday. Best tape runner on the planet. I swear by it. We're going to go in and just add a little bit of liquid courage, which is the liquid adhesive to make sure that it It's not going to move around on us because anytime I use any type of a glitter cardstock, whether it's the regular glitter cardstock or it is the alcohol marker friendly cardstock, glitter stock, I like to give it a little, just in casey. So we're going to put this a little bit lower towards the bottom, and you're going to see why in a moment. Again, a little bit of liquid courage. So make sure that the show must go on. It must. It must. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to place this a little bit further down. Now it's going to seem a little bit awkward. We'll place it a little bit further down, but it's all going to make sense. I promise you. All right, so now we have our beautiful stage, all right? And we have our 2 curtains. So this curtain you'll see is going to get popped up. But we need to cut another piece of our red cardstock. We're going to cut it to 3 3¾ by 3 inches. So let's just trim this down to 3 inches. And then 3 3/4. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do something very barbaric, but I promise you it'll be worth it in the end. We are going to take this panel, okay, and we're going to cut it right down the center. Right down the center. Okay. And then we are going to take our adhesive. Are y'all still with me? I don't think I did anything too crazy yet. We're going to place it a little bit over to the side there. And just a little bit over to the side there. And then we have created another curtain. Okay? Everybody stay with me. So now what I need to do is I need to draw a little line on either side here. And don't worry, it'll be covered up. So these are my lines. And I need to grab my favorite thing in the whole world, which is our new foam tape. One of my favorite things, top 3. I have a feeling I'm going to have this roll for a very long time. Did any of you all scoop this up yet? And I'm just going to trim it off just a little bit, okay? And remember, you can trim this with your scissors because it is, and you want to make sure you stay on the opposite side of that line. Okay. And then we're going to wait a minute because I want to add a little bit of foil to this. So we're going to grab our Deco Foil Pen, glue pen. We're just going to bring a little bit of the glue. Remember, give it a second to set up. Then we're going to place our, and actually this would probably be better if I ran it through the fuse machine. Yeah, should I? Yeah, let's do that. Where is that darn fuse machine? Oh my goodness, someone set me up! It was a trap! Oh no, one of my pencils broke. All right, we'll deal with that later. They fell right out of the closet. They fell right out of the closet. I have no idea where my fuse machine is, so we're not going to use it. Oh, there it is. While we're waiting for this to heat up, I'm going to pick up my pencils. Listen, I would have ordered them too. I'm telling you right now, if you haven't used them yet, you need to try them. All right, let's get this puppy up to a 3. Let me pick up my pencils. I'm a hot mess right now. My pencils flew. Oh my goodness, they all broke. Well, not all of them, most of them. Note to self: do not drop your Tim Holtz distressed watercolor pencils from about 5 feet in the air. Oh, good, thank you. We sell these too. You get 2 of them in a pack. Yeah, they are broken to smithereens. It's not a big deal. I could still use them just in pieces. All right, and once this ding-dings, we'll send it through. Is everybody having a good day? So far, so good. We're also making an envelope, because this was up in the store, and this is supposed to be Christmas, but there's nothing really that has to be Christmas about it. It's stars, and it's red, and it's gold, and I'm on board. And who doesn't love a vellum envelope? Yeah, the easy strips are popular. The adhesive I use for the foil is the best adhesive for foiling. It's the Deco Foil Adhesive Pen. It's one of my favorite tools. Probably one of our best kept little secrets, to tell you the truth. I did a video way back where I showed you that you could use this to foil your nails. All right, we're gonna wait a minute for this. I mean, right? Come on. You don't have to use heat to do it. I should have prefaced with that. You don't have to use heat. All right, so now I think we'll just add a tiny little bit to this guy. Just to give it a little whimsy as well. And this is much smaller, so we'll send that through. Again, you don't have to use heat. I'm just in a hurry. Well, not in a hurry, but I mean, I don't want you guys to have to be here all day. But yeah, the Deco Foil Adhesive Pen is great because you can just add some shimmer, you know, wherever you want to add shimmer to it. You can write your name if you want. I mean, sky's the limit, my friends. All right. Thank you so much, Gina. Okay. Let's toss this to the side. There we go. That's just a little extra whimsy to it, right? All right, so now we're going to attach. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write pull on here. Now, I know a lot of you probably have stamps that say pull, I know there's a bunch of them out there. I'm just going to write pull on mine, but you can use a stamp that says pull. You can, you know, do whatever you want. These foams are also very easy to peel off, which I love as well. It's a very strong adhesive. So we're just going to line this up and place that right on top there, okay? And then you can insert your curtain, whoops, and then when they pull on it, da 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 da, your curtain rises. Okay, isn't that fun? I think it's so much fun, right? And again, you have your whole stage. Nobody knows what's happening behind the stage, and then you lift it and your curtain rises. So I am going to now stamp out a little sentiment to put inside. And you could do a whole scene behind here. Do whatever you would like. And I think we're going to do this night was like a dream come true. Because I think that a lot of theater kids, theater adults, theater anyone would say that most of the shows that they have done, it's like the night is like a dream come true. So I'm just going to trim this. You could absolutely scale the whole thing down for an A2. 100%. Because the 3 inches, it would all fit. Everything would fit perfectly. You would just not have as much room on either side, that's all. So we're going to place this right in the center there. And now remember, you can add all sorts of stuff to this, but how fun would it be to receive this card? And you can add a little like stopper on here to make sure it doesn't get pulled all the way out, but I mean, you can, I mean, just have fun with it. Now you have your whole stage. And you don't have to add on, so when I was doing my sample, this is what it looks like if you don't add on any of the foil. So it would just lift up like this, and it doesn't have, you know, all the foil and stuff on it. So it could be done without all the foil accents. I just thought the foil accents would be fun, but you can see it just lifts up on the track, and it's perfect. Okay. So now we're going to stamp our No Day But Today on the back, and then we're going to make our envelope, and then we are done. I mean, pretty easy, right? Pretty easy considering it looks like it was a lot harder than it was. Isn't that cool? So your curtain will rise. You can add other things onto the front. I just didn't want to complicate it too much. You can add other things onto the front, but everything, whoops, everything works perfectly. And they can just pull it up, and then their curtain rises. You could be a lot more intricate if you would like with the way that, you know, your little track is and things like that, but I wanted to make it as simple as possible. But I mean, raise your curtain, and how fun and easy is that? All right, so let's move the card out of the way now, and let's make our envelope. I'm so excited to use this vellum for an envelope. I have been dying to use this vellum since we got it in, because again, there's nothing on it that says Christmas. I mean, it's really just stars. And this is item number 340-10771. It's from Vicky Bouton's Warm Wishes. And I'm going to be using my envelope punch board. We just got them back in stock. We don't have a whole lot of them, but we got them back in stock. So if we look at my envelope punch board, we've done this before. This is just a review. We are doing a 6 by 6, so we need our paper size to be 9.5 by 9.5. So grab our Big Daddy trimmer. If you haven't invested in one of these yet, this has been a dream come true for me. 9.5 by 9.5. I love making my own envelopes. It's one of my absolute favorite things to do. The envelope punch board makes it so simple. So now we look at our guide. So 4 3/4 is where the score line is. So let me grab my little scoring tool. So we're going to go to 4 3/4, and this is the best part of this. If you're terrible with a ruler like I'm terrible with a ruler, it gives you the increments. I mean, come on. Isn't that wonderful? Could not be easier. All right. You're going to see my orange chucks. Okay, so 4 3/4. So we're going to go right to this line here. And all you do is you score, 2 little scores, and you punch. Now, you don't have to pay attention to that measurement anymore. This is your score guide. All you do is line that up with your score guide. You're going to score it, punch, flip it around, line up with your score guide. This is a tool that everybody should have. I'm telling you. It was one of the very first things I ever invested in. I bought mine at Pack a Chans when Pack a Chans was still a thing. Okay, so now with the square card, it doesn't matter which side you round. So on the back here, there's a corner rounder. So I like to round my top corner and my bottom corner. Not the center ones. Those don't really matter. Well, to me, they might matter to you. All right, so we'll put that back in there. And then we're going to assemble our envelopes. You're just going to fold in your score lines. Okay, so there's our first score line. It's a little trickier with the vellum, especially a really thick vellum like this, but you'll get the hang of it once you've made a couple envelopes. And we're going to flip this end up. Bing, bang, boom. And then we just have to add a little adhesive. So what I do is I put a little bit right here. Start right there, okay? And then I add it to this portion, not this portion. So 1, 2. Okay. And now we have our envelope. So we're going to fold this side over, and then you're going to take your card, oh, it's getting stuck on my curtain, hold on. Okay, and then you are going to add a little adhesive. You would add probably more than that, but I'm going to reopen this. And they can see the card inside. So how fun and simple. I mean, it really was simple. And now you have this beautiful envelope that doesn't look like Christmas to me. I mean, this is, what is the number for the envelope maker? That is an excellent question. I can probably guarantee that Penny is looking it up as we speak. We have the envelope and we have the 1, 2, 3 punch board. Okay, but again, when the recipient gets it, they pop it open. And it's going to say pull. I pushed this all the way down because of the envelope, but it will say pull. And all they do is lift that up, and they have their little message. And you could add a little guideline down here, like a little brown thing, so it like doesn't push down, but it's, I mean, they'll get it. They'll understand. They'll understand what's going on. Okay, and then we just pop that back in our envelope, seal her up, and there we go. How fun is that? You put the name on the front, and this is such a luxurious vellum. Get yourself a couple sheets of it, treat yourself. It's really, 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 really fun. And there you go. And you could toss in a little bit of little confetti in there. I mean, imagine what you could do with this. Hold on, I have, like, you can make little, what size is the smallest that you can do? Oh, the smallest is a 5 by 5. It's not quite that size, but this card can absolutely be mailed. Yeah, I actually would put this probably in a bubble mailer, but you can mail it. It's just, I think it's an extra stamp. Last time I did one, but yeah, you can mail it in a vellum envelope like this. Absolutely. You just have to make sure that they can read the name. So I'd probably put like a little label on the front. All right, now that I made a huge mess. All right, everybody, does anybody have any questions about that? I can't believe that next week, next Tuesday, is my last live in this beautiful theater. And then we are going to the greenhouse. So we're switching gears for our first big spring push. And the theater is going away. So Tuesday is going to be the last time that I am in the theater and working on theater stuff. So soon we will be switching gears, and I'll be out of the dressing room finally. It's going to be, I think you're going to really love the new set that we have for the new release. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you all so very much. Remember to create something every single day, whether that is simply a memory or your own ending. Remember to take a look at the brand new Pastel Chroma glazes. I promise you, you will not regret it. They are so beautiful, and they're just stunning. So make sure you take a look at those. They are while supplies last right now. I mean, obviously we can make more, but the initial run or manufacturing of them is what we have right now. So thank you all so much. Remember, did I do the create your own ending? I think I did. I love you all very much. Thank you for allowing me to hang out with you this evening and spending time with me. And I will see you all very, very soon. Good night, my friends.